Faith Time is our weekly conversation on matters of faith, and joining us this morning is Marcus Mosley with Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church in Loxley. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We wanted to talk about the pandemic. It's affected just about everything, including churches. So let's talk about what pastoring was like first before the pandemic.
Well, pastoring before the pandemic was basically the epitome of, exemplifying exegetical and expository teachings, preaching from the pulpit, physical presence in Bible study, lectures, being biblically oriented in Bible study, fellowshipping with other pastors, ministers, and churches, and just basically, using techniques to increase parishioners' faith through high fives or turning to your neighbor or touching your neighbor.
So how would you describe pastoring during the pandemic?
Pastoring during the pandemic basically set us in a space of the unknown.
Yeah.
Because when you look at what has transpired over time through the CDC with their guidelines and the recommendations from the WHO, where the churches were in a form of lockdown, whether in quarantines, or whether we were just following the instructions given to us by municipalities, pastors basically dealt with areas of being burnt out or being overwhelmed, and basically putting us in a section where church became more virtual with added prohibitions.
And that's one thing that the pandemic certainly did, was changing the way people worship, changing the venues by which you could reach people, and other factors that really go into all efforts of ministry. We're going to talk a little bit more about this in the next hour of News 5 this morning with Marcus Mosley of Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church.